someone sent me this content and asked me to react to the content itself. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I'm not sure exactly where it's going or why they sent it, but hey, let's take a look. Let's go.
You see? The bad boy makes you feel important. They like that. The bad boy with the connections, with the money.
We as black people are our own worst critics. We put each other down so much, and we just belittle each other so much, and we're the only race of people that does that. It's like we put this block around each other. Like it's like far as like he said with dating younger women and then older women, it's like me as an older woman, it's like men figure that once a woman reaches a certain age, she ages out of the dating pool. Like she's no longer desirable or nobody's gonna want her because she's at this certain age.
All right, so she's making a great point. Yes, to some extent, you have limited options. I think that's what women are not kind of understanding. When they're talking about you being out of the dating pool of the men that you probably may want. In other words, you're going to have more limited men. The older you get, you're just going to have less people that you're going to be desirable to. I mean, you could use that even to an older guy. Even though older men may date younger women, they are still limited to the dating pool because the truth is, it's if that young girl actually wants to take on or wants to be seen with an older man. You do have some people that have that fetish, but not everybody wants that. People actually may want somebody that is younger. It's just how it works.
And that's just like mind-boggling to me. And we're the only race of people that do that.
That's not true. Definitely not true. You do have whites that do that. You do have Asians that do that as well too. The thing is that the black culture is just more accented than just other cultures. I think that's exactly what blacks are mixing up. Like, it's just more accented. We just advertise it more. They seem to advertise a bunch of things more to us. Maybe it's for a different reason. Maybe it's for a social effect. So it can, keep causing dissension within the black community. But it's not that it's not happening with other races. You just don't see it, and it's not as advertised. That's what it is.
And it's like we down each other so much, and we don't support each other, and we don't see each other as an individual. We see each other, oh well, she too old, she got this in her mind, this how she thinks, she this and that, but you don't know her. You don't get to know her. You don't know her as a person. You're taking your experiences and you're basing that person off a previous experience without actually knowing that person. You don't know how that person thinks if you've never had an actual conversation and sat down and talked to that person.
I like what she's saying, but you guys have to put this into context too. We do have a particular wiring in our brain to react to things. Like, it's that thing that you get that why, if it is that you're chased by a lion, okay, and you got away one time, then the next time you meet a lion, you'll kind of know what to do. So that's what's happening. So if a person goes through, and it could be male or female, if a person goes through a relationship and the relationship was traumatic, then best believe that the next time they find something that looks like that, their brain will tell them to go away. So, or to in other words, to skip it then. So for her to say that, it make it seem as if, you can just generalize it. I don't think you can just generalize it like that. There's more to that than she's talking about.
Everybody just feels like, oh, is she in her 40s or she in her 50s, so her mind this and she ain't gonna learn this, she ain't gonna listen. And, that's why I want somebody this age, and because I can mold them into what I want them to be, and that's crazy. I'm like, all women want to be wanted and want to be desired, and it's not like I shouldn't have to compete with somebody young for this man, because I feel like this: if I have to compete for you, you don't want me.
All right, so good things that she's raising. Now let's go down to the competition thing. Hey, everyone has to compete. If you were to go to even in the animal kingdom, they have to compete too. We're acting as if we don't know that this is how this works. It's about genetics. You want the best genetics. You want the best looking person. You want the person that's going to last the longest. Those are innate things that are done in you. The only difference that human beings have over any of the other parts of the animal kingdom is that we just have a brain to think. But the truth is, yes, we want the best. So yes, you'll have to compete. You can't force that onto, the other girls that are there. And by the way, I hope she's understanding that you do have more females than males. So yes, you will have to compete. Even if they were to go ahead and say, let's hand out a man to every single woman, you would still be short. That's just the deal, because there are more women than men.
No, that's absolutely not true. And I'm going to tell you why. There are plenty of men that love older women and all kinds of women. The problem is y'all don't date y'all range. Twos want eights.
Excuse me. No,
you don't.
Hold on. Let's tackle that. That is true. Women exactly who are supposed to date the person that's on their level are not dating the person on their level. They're talking about something else.
No,
hold on. Let me finish. Plenty of men that want all kinds of women, but y'all don't want the man that's on your level. Every woman wants a man higher than their level. If you date within your level, you will get married like that. The nigga on your level, you don't look at. You looking over him like you better than him.
Facts.
Like you better than him.
Men do not
Facts.
date on their level.
They
I've-
do.
I've
Level
seen
out.
it.
Men date below their level.
And you know what?
Right, all the time. That's why we got more options.
Hold on, let's hold on to that. Men date below their level. That's actually, he's not a far off. A lot of times men settle for something else, and they might settle for something else because it is what it is. I mean, the options are not as great as, say, for example, a woman. Whether you guys want to believe this or not, the whole idea and the access towards sex is a component. Now, the male may have more, the more money you have, sure, the more access you have to women. And this has been a discussion which people are trying to fight, which I don't know how you're fighting that, where just if you have money, you just have more access to more girls. It's as simple as that. So yes, in most instances, guys do sometimes date below their level, just to make sure they have somebody and they're not alone.
Let me say this right quick. Men want younger
Preach.
women
No.
because they're able to mold them. And you can
Absolutely.
teach them and tell them what to do
So what?
and how to do it, when to do it,
No.
and what to do.
No.
But with us older women, we've been there, done that. We already know ourselves. We've learned. Those younger women, those girls don't know themselves already. They're out there. Men want those women so they can mold them into what they want them to be.
And what's wrong with
We're
it?
not that.
What's wrong
Hey,
with me molding my wife to please me?
If you
The
want
problem
that younger
is
girl,
you
then go ahead and
you
get her,
know
but
you
she's
have
not a seasoned woman. She don't.
We
she
don't want
doesn't
that.
know already.
We
Exactly.
don't want that.
You just
That's
said.
Yeah, but sometimes the experience might be old. What people find is that when they get with somebody that is too old and too experienced, if you want to use that term, then what tends to happen is that the person feels like they know everything. And when somebody feels like they know everything, then there's nothing new with them. There's no new experience with them. Whereas with a younger girl, you could travel across, state lines, and that's exciting to her. That's new. It's something else. And don't act as if all us human beings don't always need spontaneity. Come on, she's acting as if, we don't all need that. So that's just, I don't know. That's just BS.
Toya,
just said
Toya,
it.
can I say
Exactly.
something?
You just said
We
it.
don't
No,
want
thank you.
seasoned
But
women.
here's the
I
thing.
want old. Why can't a alpha, powerful man can't mold his wife to be that wife to make him happy?
Excuse me,
What is
sir.
wrong
You
with
just
that?
said you got
Hold
5
on.
baby mamas.
Yes.
Like, how you think? Why do you think that we want y'all
Can,
at?
can the doctor talk?
So why does that matter? The fact that he has 5 baby mothers, why does that matter again?
Baby, first of all, here's the thing. We talked about this all the time. My kids would not be a burden on you. Listen, let me speak.
Can I-
Please, let me speak.
Look,
Our kids,
I got
our
something to say.
kids is not a burden
wanna help.
on y'all like y'all kids are a burden on us. Our kids listen, this is the problem. Nobody wants to listen. You just want to talk. Just let me speak. I hate the notion that women always try to make it seem like men are semi-predators because we want a pure woman. This is what we want. Y'all can't get mad at us for wanting what we want. And as far as the children, yes, every man in here has children, yes. But like I said, our children will not be a burden to y'all like vice versa because our kids live with their mama for the most part.
All right, so let's just hold on to what he's saying right there, because he's talking some good things. He is not incorrect in saying that the idea of burden in terms of kids. He's not incorrect because the male is seen by a female as a provider. That's just the truth. So if he comes into a relationship and he's coming in with 5 kids and the lady has no child at all, then she's expecting him to take care of his 5 kids and not the other way around. She's not expecting to take care of those 5 kids for him. Now, if it is the other way around, and the guy is coming into the fact that she has 5 kids, he is expected to chip in at some point in time. That's just the way how the world works. So I don't think we can actually debate that. People will try to debate it. You can't because that's just how it's made. It's just made. This is just the universe we live in. The world we live in says, hey, males, these are the responsibilities that you have. And we just take them for what they are.
If I take you serious with kids, your kids are going to be under my wing. Which no, it's the truth, and you need to hear this because at the end of the day, when I come, if I come home to you and you have children and you live with me, I got to bring 6 meals home instead of 2.
That is true. That is true. He does have to bring up those meals.
You think I'm gonna just buy half the kids' food?
So basically,
I'm a man. I'm
So
supposed to provide
basically-
for my family. So hold on, and it gets deeper. I got to buy more bedrooms for a house. Okay, with me and you and 1 child, that's a 2-bedroom. But if you got 3-4 kids, I got to get that's $4,000-$5,000.
That's true, because if you want any privacy at all, you'll have to get those bedrooms. So he's not wrong. He's spitting facts. He really is spitting facts.
Your babies ain't never coming over to visit.
Yes, they are, but
So
they
I
don't
have
live.
to
They
deal
don't
with your
live
babies,
there.
your baby mama and your drama neither.
Baby,
Stop acting
stop.
like y'all are perfect.
All right, so I don't think he said he was perfect. I think he was alluding to the fact that you don't have that much responsibility for the kids as he would have as responsibility for your kid. That is true. You're just not going to have any woman taking up any man with 5 kids and deciding, you know what, I'm going to take care of all the 5 kids. And rightfully so. Rightfully so. The woman has a duty and a priority to have a man who will come in and step in and try to be a provider. That's just what the male role is. Like, why? I don't understand why people are acting like they don't know exactly what the rules are. Since when did they change? I don't know since when they changed. And it looks like they conveniently change as people decide that, hey, let me just change the rules now.
Stop
Men
it.
are not perfect. Stop it.
No matter how many kids a man has, as long as he's financially stable, he can date any woman
Put your hand down, man.
he wants.
I knew
It's
it was
not
coming.
the.
I knew it was coming.
I
knew that was coming.
He's so predictable with that.
How am I
Wait,
predictable? It's the
wait a minute,
truth.
Because your
Wait,
statement always
If
piggyback to I got the money, I got money, I got
That's
money,
my
I got money, I
job.
got money.
Hold on. So they're beating him up because he's saying that, because he's leading with the fact that he has money. Then what is he supposed to have? Come on, this is exactly why he's arguing with them, and it makes no sense at all. Because okay, so let me work this out. So if he doesn't have money, what exactly is he going to? What value is he going to provide to the household? Maybe she can tell us this.
But here's the thing, I'm gonna stop you right there. Take it away. Say God forbid tomorrow you have nothing. Then what do you have left? How are you valuable to me?
how? Wait a minute.
Take it away.
I'm finna take it
You
away.
have nothing.
I'm finna take it away.
Woo, take it away.
Watch this.
Wait
a minute.
Oh, let me
Wait.
speak. Jesus.
They are loud and are interrupting him every single minute.
You need them. You got
Man, I'm sitting here listening to y'all, and every time I speak, y'all cut me off. Can I please speak?
That's how you did me last week though. There you go. Have a great day. Go ahead, finish your
Go
statement.
ahead, finish.
I don't even want to go speak no more. Y'all go ahead.
And go back against the wall.
Y'all not
Because
gonna let me
now
speak.
you always piggyback to finances. I have money. Take it away.
Okay.
You have to piggyback to finances. That doesn't make sense. You're asking a man not to provide. Is that what you're asking the man to do? He always has to provide. It's part of his job. A man always have to provide and he always have to protect. That's just his job. I don't know why Wednesday's people acting like this is not the job of the male. Isn't that what everybody asks for? And isn't that what he's supposed to be doing? He has to. He has more strength than the woman. That's what he's supposed to do. He's supposed to go out there and work. Bring the check itself in. Work out things for the house. That's what he's supposed to do. Now, can you have a partnership between both of them? Sure, you could. But you're not supposed to be the other way around where you have no woman going out taking care of no big old grown man and the man not doing anything at all. That doesn't make sense. So that argument is just moot.
Are you valuable?
How am
Still
I?
got his mind.
Hold on. No. I'm gonna tell you in the dough. Money matters when it comes to a man. My job is to protect and provide. Okay. If I can't do those two things to start with, I am not a man. It start with protecting and providing. Then obviously it comes with all the other. But let's be honest, ladies. A man can have all this integrity and all this shit y'all talking about. If he's broke, you not gonna.
That's correct. If he's broke, you're not going to mess with him. That's exactly why women say don't want any broke men. Come on, we've been singing No Scrubs for ages. We have been singing No Scrubs for ages, so don't act now as if this is something new, please.
So stop the cap.
So
Stop
if
it.
you my man and you have nothing, you have no money, how are you valuable to me?
At what age are we talking? Your age
don't
right now?
matter.
It does matter.
It does matter.
Because if you're young, both of y'all supposed to be broke. You're
It don't
young.
matter.
If
Right now.
Okay. Why would you be dating a man at 40-some years old with nothing?
Right now,
Let's
you,
start there.
You the one always.
I'm
piggyback
asking
to
you a
my
question.
answers. You still have not answered my question.
And the question is what? Say it again so I can answer it one more time.
Ask it
Jesus
one more
Christ.
time.
I don't
You
understand.
have nothing. How
Okay.
are you valuable to me?
Okay.
In what context? In what context? You met him and he has nothing at all? Or you were with him and he got broke? What is the context of him having nothing? You meet him and he has nothing. That this question makes no sense because it has no context.
Okay, so you saying if you meet a man off the back?
You have
safe to say
nothing.
he does
How
not
are
have
you
an answer for this.
valuable?
But see, that's the
What
thing.
I'm saying is
Sabrina,
this.
he's not.
Hold on, brother. Because she keeps saying if you have nothing, what is the circumstance? Is you talking about you with a man?
I said
Would
it
you let me
75
speak?
times.
Jesus Christ.
Because you keep asking the question, what am I talking
Well,
about?
Because
It needs context, mommy. It needs context. And I have to be saying mommy because you look a little older. It needs context. It needs context. There is no context in what you're saying. He has no money and you're with him. Meaning what? Meaning when? What timeline are you talking about? He's 50, 40, 20. All of that matters because in those ages, men have at different levels that they're supposed to be at. So you can't just throw that out. It's a weird question.
you
Dr.
saying?
Help?
Piggyback on
Because
Hold
you
on, can I
listen
Dr.
for a
All
second.
your whole
Can I-
argument
hold on,
is
can I doc-
finances.
Okay.
You have nothing.
Okay.
You
Can I
have
Dr. Help?
finances,
Once
no money.
I understand
How
what you're
valuable.
saying, but you're not listening to me because you keep saying nothing. You have to put what you're saying in context. Are you saying I'm a man that was with you that fell off, or are you saying I'm a man that you met off initially and I ain't
No,
got shit? What is the scenario?
Listen, okay, so what Sabrina is saying, if you're a man coming into a relationship with her and you have no financial stability, nothing to offer, what is it that you can offer her
Nothing.
as a man? Because we're saying that because you always piggyback on finances.
Yes.
What if you didn't have finances to offer? How are you valuable to a woman with no finances?
First of all, if you 40 years old and you ain't got no money, you are not valuable.
So basically, y'all lead with money.
He just answered you guys. If you're 40 years old and you have no money at all, you're not valuable unless you have something going on. And money in this context, the man is taking it to mean having an actual stable job and is providing something to the household. If it is a man and he has no job, he's at age 40, he doesn't have anything at all going on. Yes, he has no value. None. What him going to provide the woman? What is he going to give to her? What exactly can he do for that household? What are we talking about here? I'm not certain how did they even get here and how they're arguing for the mere fact that a man has no money at all. I don't know. And these are chicks that are not going to be dating that man. And by the way, this lady is too loud. She's too loud. Like, just argue your point, but it's loud.
So you're trying to make it's not about leading with money. It's about doing your job as a man. It has nothing. You keep making it seem like, oh, I got money. That's the end all be all. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is a man should be financially stable before he enters a relationship because your job starts with protecting and providing for your family. If you cannot do that, you don't need to be in no damn relationship. It's just that simple.
True from this world.
Thank you very much. All right. So let me just kind of finish up the video, guys. All right. This is the deal. I'm not certain why this took her this long, and look at her face. She's not happy because I guess she lost the actual debate because the debate was just a waste of time from her perspective. I don't know, since when we're arguing for a man providing being a problem. Like, isn't that now what we're talking about these days? And rightfully so, as I've said before, rightfully so. You should be talking about a man providing. She's asking the question about men leading with money. Men can't do anything else but lead with money because that's what they have. Resources. Men provide resources. Women have the beauty. And they have a certain feminine touch that's just different from what a man has. Your job is just your job. I don't know why people are trying to change the roles to say, oh, let's try to change roles. What are you going to do? Is it that she's saying that she wants to be the man and she wants to have some guy sitting at home, sitting on the couch and trying to make food and doing all that kind of thing? That doesn't make sense. Or better yet, if that's what you want, I don't know who you're going to find to do that. And how long is he going to actually do that for? Because no man that is actually in his right self is going to sit down and say, you know what, I'm going to let this lady take care of me for the end of time. He's not going to do that. Because his normal nature is to be a protector and a provider. That's his nature. Like any of the other animals in the animal kingdom. So what she's saying doesn't make any sense. And to be asking guys, to be saying that a woman at 50, she should have way more value and whatever else it may be. Come on, don't be unreasonable. Let's not try to be unreasonable here and don't act as if we don't know that beauty and age have a correlation. Everybody going to grow in and grow old. We know that already. But let's not act as if beauty is not its own thing. For the same reason that a woman at a certain age, she just don't want a man in her age range. Why is she looking for younger men? That's the question. I would have asked her the same question. Why is that woman looking for younger men? What about the men that are her age? That's the question. Well, hey guys, I wanted to react to this content. This is very, very interesting content. It was an interesting debate. And I kind of want to get your take on it. I want to get your take on this. Is it wrong for men to be leading with money? Is it wrong? That's a question I have. And doesn't the dating pool reduce the older you get as a woman? Or I guess, well, couldn't be as a man it reduces, but not as much as a woman. Those are the questions I have. Well guys, thank you for sticking around with me. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm going to talk to y'all soon.